I don't know why other people have microphones. You can get yourself a wireless mic. Why does this big thing needs to be here? It's just for intimate reasons. I feel more intimate to you when I'm speaking into a microphone. It feels like I'm whispering in your ear. Maybe it's too intimate. Well, when I go to sleep, my mind goes off wandering, and mostly it makes a dialogue with myself. And weirdly enough, I do it in English to practice my vocabulary, to practice my pronunciation, and to be better at it. And at these late night thoughts, I always thought, why can't I just pick up a camera and record them? Because they're pretty good. I find it interesting to talking to myself. I don't know if that's a sign of then I'm going mental, but still, these thoughts I think matter. And that's why I thought to name these series Unfiltered Notes, what I just tell you about what I was thinking the last night. I was talking to my wife, or I was talking to my colleague, and I see that I cannot pay attention to a conversation longer than 3 minutes. If she or anyone else is telling me something like building up to the point where it matters, I lose interest. Like in 2 minutes, I just somewhere drift away, and I think that is it wasn't. I was better before it. So what changed? I think that social media, and this is no surprise to no one, that like TikTok has ruined our attention span very dramatically. Because if we don't get fed something strong emotion, so dopamine in the first 30 seconds, we scroll next. And the same goes for conversations. I cannot keep her thought of train longer for a minute, and I go get to the point. I'm bored, or what the hell? How are we gonna? Have you noticed that you cannot watch a movie without taking out your phone? Have you noticed how many books have you read lately? How many podcasts have you finished? I don't understand how are we gonna exist for the next 5 years if TikTok has destroyed our attention in such a short amount of time. What's gonna happen to the movies? I love 3-hour movies. I love Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit. We just finished watching all of the Star Wars movies, and I feel I'm getting better. But I'm getting better because I don't doom scroll that much. I'm trying to. But that's a topic for another day. Like, I trying to create. I try to not to consume, but to create. But that's not a question. Like, if I'm a creator, how can I be off these social networks? I cannot be off. I'm an artist. I want to be seen. I want to be talking to you. I want to build relationships. So you have to use it. But I try to mainly use it like one direction. I make something. I present it. And I don't stay on the app like for the next 2 hours watching somebody throwing a basketball or through over the basketball field. Like, that isn't a story I'm looking for. It just grabs my attention, but that grabbed my attention, so they were awarded. Like, oh, come on, people are watching your videos. They like them. You got 1 million views, but I didn't watch it intentionally. You're watching this video intentionally. This didn't. How 4 minutes in. So if you're still here, you chose to stay. This is not a TikTok that popped up on your screen for 3 seconds. Oh, it counts. He watched it. He liked it. Let's show him some gardening videos. Bro, I didn't want to watch gardening videos. They just popped onto my feed because I said salad during lunchtime. Jesus, where is this world going to? Am I right? So, how do you stay on a platform that kind of what's the right word? Makes you ill, destroys your attention. How do you stay on it? Because let's be honest, if you're not on social media and maybe you're a manager, I bet you're on LinkedIn. I hate LinkedIn, but I bet you're on LinkedIn. If you're an artist, I bet you are on Instagram. If you're a, video maker or maybe photographer, you're on TikTok and you're showing off your street photography skills. And maybe if you're a writer or poet, you must be on Substack, or um, you need to be on these platforms, or else you are invisible. But at the same time, we must somehow educate ourselves, educate our children how to use them, I don't know, responsibly, or we will lose all human connection. We will lose interesting conversations. We will lose good creators, because I can see on YouTube, like, people watch mostly 3 minutes. I'm like, dude, 3 minutes is nothing. The good stuff only starts at the, I don't know, ninth minute or the 12th minute. And we are doomed if we cannot get past the 3 minute mark, and we cannot hold a conversation longer for 60 seconds. Like, what the hell? Can you imagine? Have you noticed how long are the songs on Spotify lately? I remember I used to listen mostly to like heavy and thrash metal. Metallica's the song one. I think it was like 9 minutes, 7 minutes. There was a super long intro, and the music video. Remember those when music videos were like little movies? It was 9 minutes long, I think. Can you imagine watching a 9 minute music video today? Mostly, songs I see and that which are popular, which break my nostalgia barrier and gets into my playlist, are like minute and 30, 2 minutes 30. Even in the heavy, in the not only in pop genre, but also in heavy music, the songs are really short. And I think it's for a reason. Some songs even don't have chorus. It's just a song, uh, the peak of the song, and that's it, and that ends, because they know if they I get the metrics somewhere show that people lose interest after 2 minutes, right? So are we doomed? I know it's a cliche question, but dude, we have to do something. We as creators, we are doomed if we cannot get past 2 minutes. And not only creators, um, in family, with talking my kids, it's the same thing. We want to have a conversation that lasts 10 to 15 minutes. I don't want to be talking to my kids only for 30 seconds and then skip, next parent. Imagine if you could skip in real life, like you go on a store and you're waiting in line and to pay for your groceries, and the beep 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 skip, because you're waiting. You got bored waiting in line to pay for the groceries. This, I don't know if this is normal. I'm old school. I was born in 1982, so I have lived a little bit through the 80s in Soviet Union, which is blah, and then through the 90s. And I remember all the boring things, all the stuff we had to go through as children and as young adults. There was no internet, there was no Spotify, there was no Instagram. And in some ways, I kind of long for those moments. But I love that our children are, at least some, are getting back into like physical media. I just bought a vinyl record player for my wife to enjoy the moments, like we need to slow down. At least I need to slow down. I know I need to slow down because I'm always stressed, I'm always overworked, overthinking, overstimulated, tired. Brain is always full of crappy ideas and information that I get fed through all these different channels. Oh, damn, it's good talking to you.